Hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Deron. And for those of you who do know me, I'm skipping the intro today. We have important business to discuss. You see, down there in the States, because Canada, we're above the States, according to most maps, and the Earth. And we look down on you, literally and sometimes figuratively, because every time any of you has an election, we have this weird issue where anytime anyone you like isn't going to win the election, you say, I'm going to move to Canada, because Canada is not the States. Well, I've made up my mind. If you think about it, if people from both parties want to move to Canada whenever they lose, clearly you should have a Canadian in charge. And that's why me, Deron, have decided to throw my hat into the campaign ring. I am running for US president. Now you may have a few issues with this. First off is, Deron, that is super duper illegal. Well, counterpoint. Harry Potter became part of the Triwizard Tournament. I can do what I want, as long as Dumbledore doesn't kick me out afterwards. Now you might be wondering, what makes you feel that you could run so amazingly? I have a very simple campaign, and it runs on very few stances. Number 1, I'm going to buy the hospital I was born in, from Canada, because then it's America too, and you can't prove it wasn't there the whole time. You can't, I'll erase that history, you won't know. Number 2, I'm going to remove the age limit on being able to run for president. I want to get kids more involved in politics, and I want to see babies run for president. Number 3, I'm going to have free ice cream in the cafeterias every single Thursday. See, my plan. It's short, concise, to the point. Now you might be wondering, Deron, you can't just waddle in and become president and watch me, but you're probably right on that. There are other people in this running field, and today I'm going to go behind the scenes on just how one of them became the man he is. We're going to go behind the scenes of Donald Trump.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to be today baking a president. So we need some Cheetos to start off with, some fake hair you can find at the dollar store. You're going to need some wax paper and a baking tray, and you're going to need some, I could go with Diet Coke. I chose to go with water to maintain the vibrant orange though. So first we're going to open this off. If focus loses at any point in time during the video, it's really just like how the presidency has lost its focus over the last few years. Anyway, so just kind of fill that bowl up, and we're just going to pour in all your tears. Yeah, just pour that in. Cool. So we're just going to crunch this up. And really, we're just trying to destroy everything, you know, all the traditions and the normal way of doing stuff, and just keep out. This stuff's going to stay on your hands until, well, 4 to 8 years, if I'm honest. So let's just really smush that up. Really just push, just crunch it in there. Just so we're trying to get as dense as humanly possible. So you're really gonna want to make sure it's just the mushiest mush. And just keep going. When you think you've had enough, add another few years on. Just keep it. Yep. I think I ended up fitting about half of the bag or more in there. You really want this vibrant orange. I call it presidential orange, you know, because it really shows off the good skin tones and everything else that you got. Oh, then there comes more. Okay, well, okay. All right, so you want this paste, this fine, wonderful paste, and you're just going to add that to your baking tray, and then just a little bit more, and it's going to firm up a lot when you go bake. Well, I hope it's going to firm up a lot. And then for me, I'm going to go wash off the sadness and disappointment, but I think it's not going to work, and you're going to want to bake that for 350 degrees for however long The Apprentice was on air. Alright, so we've taken our little pom-pom, I tried to use scissors, ended up having to use a knife to get out all the substance. And then we really just took off a little bit of extra hair because we really just want it to be, not as good. Anyway, so we get some of these googly eyes here. I chose to go with one large and one small, really just to show off a little bit of the, buck wild crazy zaniness that he's got going on. So this is our baked thing. I thought it would firm up. Kind of fell apart into sloppy jello, but that fits. So let's put on our wig and eyes, get it going. And if that's not a face that screams I'm an elected official, I don't know what does at this point. All right, so I'd be remiss if we didn't add a mouth, because he must scream. And let's try to eat some of this. Okay, let's try to eat some of this. And no. That's gonna be from nope from me. Okay.
So there you have it. Donald Trump. Giant Cheeto. Sloppy mess. Wouldn't you much rather have a Canadian in charge after this one? I thought so. So, for those of you who now know me, please subscribe down below to join me on not only this presidential race, but on the other races I have. You see, I've created a country in a jar, and this thing is called JAR. The other country I already control and run, and I'm really good at it. So this has been your super presidential and US presidential candidate Deron, signing off for Saturday saying, welcome to JAR. This is America. And I will see you soon. And this video is brought to you by Luke and Rachel, true JAR patriots, who may or may not agree with me becoming US president, but they really support me in my other endeavors, and I appreciate that, and they're good people, and I like them. Hi.